Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, unfortunately, our co-chairs have gone, but we do appreciate their coming here in spite of their tight schedule. I think this is laudable, and it indicates that policy must necessarily meet data. And I think as a country, we're beginning to appreciate more the role of data in the policy arena. A lot of issues came from there. Directors and representatives of the MDAs, development partners, our guests from African countries. I think this is also a very unique opportunity. And we got a number of you making interventions, asking questions, which went to enrich our discussions. Distinguished friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, I must say we're all privileged to be part of this momentous event. And it's the launch of the final set of volumes that represents the results of the 2021 Population and Housing Census. Before you think that this is the last we're going to hear from Statistical Service on the census, no, it's not. By final, I mean Statistical Service set out to release certain volumes. For third volume, and we've had third release, set of releases have 3 volumes dealing with different modules of the census. And the 5 last ones, this set is the last ones before they actually get into the thematic reports and analytical reports. You have, the public, we went to the public for data. They actually put in valuable time. We can only appreciate what that has led to. From the discussion, you will see that there's a vivid representation of how we live, where we live, what people do, how we manage our lives. Things about the length of the questionnaire. But imagining that census data really for many countries is the opportunity it has given to learn so much. And now we're here and we've heard a lot about the results. But the remarks that have also been coming up is really the achievement. This is unparalleled achievement, as you know. The first release was done, the provisional results, within 2 months of the end of the census. Subsequently, since November 18, 11 volumes have been released. A lot of work has gone into it. This could only have been achieved through what we have observed as a technical committee, a determined, committed leadership. And sometimes you see that it just takes sheer guts, especially when you announce your calendar and you have to deliver. But the service has managed to go through followed their release calendar, and at the end of April, just about 8 months from the end of the census, we have the results. The results are amazing. And see, often I marvel when we get results from surveys, because you find that different stories of people's lives, seemingly disparate, but when you aggregate, they point to very specific directions which support policy. And sometimes, even as the results were presented, you can imagine how plausible the findings are. Somehow we have imagined that is the way things are. Somehow, and sometimes we will doubt a bit, but here we find a lot of information coming together to tell us where our problems are. Apart from the timeliness of the release of the census results, there has been a definite shift in the way we have, GSS has presented its results. And that, again, is a remarkable thing. Basically, it's not about just the technically competent, those comfortable with data, but the reports have targeted different constituencies. We were given the infographics, the fact sheets, the highlights, all these targeting, I would say it's more policy oriented, giving highlights, informing us through charts what we need to pay attention to. So the messages guide policymakers on what they should be focusing on, and the charts are easier to read. Also, then you have the volumes, and the volumes have the charts and messages, tables for the traditional audience, and policy-driven messages. And the presentations also that we have seen clearly giving us pointers as to where our concerns should be. But this is the first step in the data presentation, and data must be used judiciously. Some of the issues that have come up, open defecation, has gone down, but not by much. Housing deficit is declining, and for 20-year period. So the question is, by 33%, what happens to the 2/3? Tenancy is high. What type of accommodation do we have? Dwelling units with toilets and bath and kitchen. How do we live? The use of gas for cooking is used, to borrow the word, is trending. Wood use has declined, but we have health and environmental issues raised. Charcoal is also very high in use, and we have, again, environmental concerns. No doubt, there are questions in our minds, and from the open forum or question and answers, issues came up. They are not all answered. Policy directions were given, and some policy interventions were also reported on. clearly, this process has demonstrated how data and policy must come together to address the problems of our day-to-day living. The rest is up to us. If there was a question you had about who we are, where and how we live, what we do with our lives, and many others, the census can tell us. As much we only need to organize the analysis of the data to inform is not it. It's not all. There's water quality to measure. There are other issues to delve more into. And so sample surveys must be conducted to focus on specific areas. But all in all, this has been a wonderful experience for all of us. Those, the technical committee members, some of the members are here. It's been engaging, it's been challenging, but the dissemination has been innovative, and this is what we hope is charting the path for data collection and analysis and policy interventions in the country. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to mention that the volumes that we have received, if we got it before, have parts on the messages, the charts, highlights, and then we have the tables for the general sophisticated user. But GSS has also compiled what is called volume 3 without the A's and the B's. But these are the compilation of all the highlights in the 11 volumes in one volume. And this certainly is a policy maker targeted document. And we hope that it will be of great benefit to all. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Grace Bediako. We are almost wrapping up, but I want to acknowledge, and again, I want to thank some special people here. There has been a conference since Monday, running till today, being conducted by INECA and the ONS and African statistical offices. Please, can you stand on your feet so we'll applaud you? Thank you for your time, for your conference, your invitation. Uganda, Liberia, Malawi, Kenya, Nigeria, please be on your feet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Egypt, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been very, very insightful. Thank you so much. We are grateful that taking time of the conference and allowing us to present our census results to showcase what we have given. We are very, very grateful. I also want to acknowledge every person on the production team, data processing, mapping, changing, everybody that worked on any of these reports. Please be on your feet. We want to acknowledge you. Principal and everybody, the headmaster of the writing report, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blue, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And these are people who have been hiding behind the scenes and sometimes as late as 10. Now people are now leaving to get to their room to catch something to eat, and we are grateful. And thank you, Dr. Grace Bediako. When she is there, if she's not sleeping, how dare you go and sleep? So thank you so much for being the eye watching over us, and thank you so much. Dr. Pelche, I didn't see you stand. Can you give me a wave? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. Pelche, sometimes we think that it's not only one person. People have a critical eye and putting words to it. When it comes to figures, we can put the figures, but some people might add the English to supplement it to become beautiful. And finally, to our media person, thank you so much. You have been with us through the thick and the thin, and every presentation, all the media have been there to help us disseminate. We are not saying the other people are not important. We acknowledge your presence for coming and being able to use the data. But these people have been with us and have journeyed with us throughout, from the provisional, proximity, and all the phases. We appreciate you and thank you. Fifi, are you there? Engineer Fifi, thank you so much. So at this time, we want to call on Sheikh of the Institute or of the service, Muhammad Abdullah, to give us the closing prayer. Thank you.
We thank Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most beneficent Lord, the most merciful Lord. We thank him for all the good things that he has done to us. First of all, we thank the Almighty for giving our government association and his team the knowledge and wisdom to prepare this wonderful report. We thank him for that favor that he has given to GSS. Moreover, too, we are also praying to the Almighty that we still have more reports ahead. As our elders have just stated, the thematic report and other reports. We ask Almighty Allah to give them knowledge, wisdom, and strength so that the government association with his team and the staff of Ghana Statistical Service will also be able to come out with another wonderful report that will help Mother Ghana. We also pray that all the policy users should take our data seriously so that they work on it so that Mother Ghana will benefit from this data. We also pray for peace and tranquility in our country so that we'll have a good relationship with each other and we'll have a good place to stay in our land. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Man dhal ladhi yashfa'u 'indahu illa bi'idhnihi. يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يعود حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.